Hey, what's up everybody, it's Hiroshima. Welcome in a new video. We are today in a very special city. Sadly now internationally, we are in Hiroshima. So as usually I will bring you to do some judo here, as I got the contact just yesterday actually. Though the judo is not in the center of the city, it is in Higashi Hiroshima. In the meantime, I will show you a little bit around Hiroshima. And to begin with, we're gonna start with lightest touch, I would say. We'll go to enjoy some local food, because here is a specialty of one of my favorite dish, but they cook it differently, which is okonomiyaki. So basically, okonomiyaki is some kind of omelette, but the Japanese way. Yeah, in the city, there's also the specialty of gratin oyster, though I don't like that kind of food, so not for me today. What we're looking for is this. Those ones are very expensive. We'll see. If I don't find anything open, I'll go to this one. One of the things I'm doing to save money actually with the project is I'm usually working late, which means I wake up late. And so I save one meal with that by not having breakfast. Technically, that's gonna be my breakfast. Okay, it's cheaper here. Cash only, do I have enough? Yeah. Okay, so let's try here. Good job. Hi. So as always, when you arrive in the restaurant, they give you some water, which is very nice because it's a hot day. So the special one is the soba special with noodles. So I'll go for this one. Soba special 置いといてください。はい。カメラは大丈夫ですか？ありがとうございます。So what they're doing is that first they put a layer, and like normally they would mix everything together, but here actually it's very delicate style of cooking. So first they cook the dough, if I can say, just enough, and then they will put layer after layer. And so yeah, everything have to be done perfectly on time, which is one of the hardest actually Japanese specialty. So as you can see, after the cook of the dough is ready, they flip it. Anyone would just make a mess and put it everywhere, but not here. Then cooking the noodles on the side. One of the specificity is that the plate actually have to be at the perfect temperature to not mess it up. And even though it's finished, you leave it on the plate. I don't know how you call it, like the heating plate, you know? Know that the I spoke in French. Know that the noodles start to be ready. They flip it. After flipping it, it's gonna be like a little bit crispy. And the last part, the egg. Putting the noodle on top, and then the rest. And let everything cook together. Flipping it once again. Then the egg is on top, and the sauce to finish with. I'm not sure if we're gonna put mayonnaise on it. No, not here. Asmas. Then you just cut it in parts. And now, itadakimasu. Really, really tasty. Look. Right, so now I'm gonna eat that by myself. Nice you are. 1300. Lunch done. Now we're gonna go for some more serious things. I like coffee, but let's just go straight to the point. I'm walking right now to the next destination, and actually the last 3 days have been crazy. I was just working. I've arrived from Fukuoka by bus, really nice view. And yeah, I was just editing my video, the Fukuoka video. By the way, one of the video worked very good, though it's a very short video, but that lunch over there could pay it. Thanks to that, because I made something like $60 with that video, got more than 1 million views on YouTube and about 1 million views on Facebook also. So I've never had 2 million views, is quite big. And so yeah, thank you very much for that. And so yeah, because I've been working crazy, I was sitting all day in the hostel where I am, Santiago Guest House Hotel. If you're coming to Hiroshima, very nice. We paid like €20 a night. Don't get scared about the number of people in one room. It's something like 26 or 30, but actually it's very nice, like very private, like you have your own box. And I've never had such a good privacy in a hostel. It's a little bit quiet in it, but nice. And because I'm staying all day sitting, like working on my video, my hips are terrible right now. It hurt a lot. I can feel it in my muscles. Okay, so I'm standing just at the spot where the atomic bomb pretty much 70 years ago wiped out the old city. And so actually there was only one building left that I will bring you after. You can see that there's some tourists around. It was a mistake. Like the bomb was supposed to go 700 meters away from here at the bridge, but actually it blew up in the air. In the end, it would not have changed anything. This is the only time of history that atomic bomb was tried in history of humanity. And so 3 days after, actually, they launched another one in Nagasaki. The temperature was something between 3,000 and 4,000 degrees at this spot. And so pretty much everybody that was here just died instantly. But then because of the radiation and all of the other things, people would keep dying of injuries days and weeks and months after. It is still unknown today, actually, those two bombs, how many victims they did, but it is something between 100 and 200,000 people. Actually, just near the bomb, you can find that building that somehow survived, and they just left it here. So this is the prefectural commercial exhibition hall. And yeah, for many years it was a big question if we should leave it like this, you know, or just build something.
Because the explosion was almost directly overhead, the building was able to retain its shape. Since 1996, the dome was registered on the UNESCO World Heritage List based on the Convention for the Protection of the World Cultural and Natural Heritage.
Like you can see, all the city was wiped out, and today it is flourishing. It is a very good sign that things are possible, even though when everything was gone, you know. It always feels weird for me when I'm going to those places, like very tragic place, and I see people just taking selfies in front of the monument. But well, who am I to judge? Yeah, we're near the river now, and we're going to go to the museum a little bit before going to judo. There are no words to qualify what happened here, and this is unbelievable that today those things still going. There is obviously war pretty much everywhere, but more than war, people still threatening of using nuclear weapon. We're talking about it in Europe, talking about it between India and Pakistan, and so yeah, this is just disgusting.
This is the memorial tour to the mobilized student. In November 1944, as the war intensified, thousands of students here in Hiroshima, regardless of who was considered friend or foe, were tasked with a crucial and dangerous job, tearing down homes to create fire breaks against potential air raids. Tragically, on the day of the bombing, around 6,300 of the 8,400 mobilized students lost their lives. This tour stands as a solemn tribute to their sacrifice, stark reminder that in time of conflict, children on all sides have no part to play and are the innocent victims.
So now we're going to the museum, and actually you could think the museum would be called the War Museum or the Atomic Bomb Museum or something like that, but it's not. Very symbolic meaning, very symbolic name. It is the Peace Museum. And this behind me actually that you just seen before is the flame of peace that will be burning until there is no nuclear threat anymore in the world. So good luck for that. But yeah, it is a very, very strong meaning about that Japanese didn't look for excuse actually from America, but they were looking for no more threat in the world, just for peace. And actually Barack Obama is the first president that came here in Hiroshima. All those things are important and have meaning. All right, so now I'm going to instruct myself a little bit. Then there is one last thing I want to show you just behind me, and then tomorrow we're going to judo for more happy time. We say that sport is politic, and that actually war can be made through sports. And this is something much more desirable, So I hope that in the future people can countries can just express themselves and show who is the strongest by just doing judo or football, This is just much better. Though the message I'm trying to do with this project is not about seeing who's the strongest. I love competition, of course, but this is pretty much the opposite. This is about uniting everybody, making a big community and making the path through this web much easier so everybody can travel to every countries and have a good time. Because in judo, I believe it's the only sports like that. We're just like one big family. And actually I see a judo player here. I will not film him, but yeah. Okay, so here's the museum. I believe it's 200 yen to enter.
Stepping into the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum, I made a conscious decision to film sparingly. This place felt deeply sacred, a place for quiet reflection and respect for the immense suffering endured here. I wanted to truly absorb the experience, to live in the moment and honor the memory of the victims without the constant barrier of a lens. The museum unfolds chronologically, guiding you through the lead up to the bombing, the devastating event itself, and its long-lasting aftermath. What struck me the most profoundly wasn't necessarily the photographs, as harrowing as they were. It was the artwork, the painting created by survivors. This visceral depiction, in their raw and often graphic details, somehow conveyed an even more direct and emotional truth of the horror. Walking through the exhibits, Seeing the remnants of ordinary lives obliterated in an instant, and especially seeing the artifacts that belong to the children's, it's truly heartbreaking. Their innocent existence, their future stolen. It leaves an indelible mark on your soul. This museum is a powerful testament to the catastrophic consequences of war and an urgent call for lasting peace. This is the Children Peace Monument, topped by Sadako Sasaki. Earlier, it was watched. Survivor of the bombing, she later died from leukemia. Inspired by the legend of 1,000 paper crayons, she folded them in a hope of recovery. Though her wish wasn't granted, her story became a powerful symbol of child victims of war and the universal longing for peace. The thousands of paper cranes that you will see soon stand here represent that enduring hope.
Taking a little break before I bring you to the next place, just there, because my body's sore. And yeah, during the visit to the museum, I didn't film everything. First, because I believe if you want to know everything, actually, you need to come by yourself. But also to be able to experience the thing more properly and with more respect, I would say. Like, this whole tour actually gave me a lot of goosebumps. Actually felt dizzy. I don't know if it was because I was uncomfortable or because of the okonomiyaki, but yeah, this is not a easy kind of museum, let's say. Alright, so now I will go for a coffee and show you the tower that is just over there. Okay, so here's the last place I wanted to bring you. It is said, as we saw just in the museum, that folding 1,000 paper crane will give you one wish. And so they make an old building with this, which is just behind me. Actually, you can go on the top, make one by yourself. You have like a little iPad and like they give you the instruction to do it, but it's quite expensive. So I will not participate in that, but like all of the colors that you can see over there are one by one papers, which is crazy. So after the building will be full, then they will empty it and start again as a sign for hope for future. Welcome in another day. Today is gonna be more happy day. I'm right now in the University of Hiroshima, and this is in the city of Hiroshima. I'm with the coach right now. Cannot film because I'm in the changing room. But yeah, very friendly guy. This one actually. Friendly but very, very strong. You will see in the next video. Yesterday I've been doing with him and he kicked my ass. That's the first time I properly get my ass kicked in Japan since I arrived. So yeah, anyway, see you in the dojo. I forgot to say, there's not that many students in that university, and the reason why there's not so many students is because the entry test is actually very hard. But some of the teachers can speak English and you will have an interview, so a very good thing. Though I may put that interview in another video just to make things easier.
Take my hand and follow me.
Hector. Come on. Right. Faster. Go. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment there to say what you want to see next. And if you want to support, join the Patreon. It only takes $1 a month. By the way, I will make an interview with the sensei. He's being national coach. So I think he have interesting things to say. We'll do that on Saturday. I will put it in other video. See you next time at the competition in Okayama with those guys that's gonna try to qualify to the national championship. Jane.
Stop.